is Bev, who will be evaluating Lisa's speech. So please welcome Bev.
Thank you very much, Brad, and most especially thank you to Lisa. Your role today in your speech was twofold: to introduce yourself to the club, and secondly, to learn the basic structure of a speech. And I think you went above and beyond in fulfilling the objectives of this particular speech. First of all, we learned a lot about you through your structure. You started off where you were born in China, and then you went through your life and what you are doing now and what you hope to be in the future. And so that's the case of tell them what you're going to tell them because you told us that's what you would do. Then you told us, and then you summarized that. You were very clever. You had a lot of clever uses of structure. You did some comparison and contrast. You talked about setting the stage. So you left China, you came to Regina, used some humor in there. I think it's humor anyway. So we have winter 6 months of the year because I think it's more like 7 or 8. So that's the case of diminishing the final what you wanted to say. And then you told us how you went from ordering a sandwich to obtaining an engineering degree and a master's of business administration. Then you got into some of the warm and fuzzy stuff, but very interesting. How you're a mother of 4 and how you love to travel, and your vacations, so much walking and so much exploring and learning things and activity like your ski trips. So we've learned a lot about you with those things. And then you told us about what you hope to be in the future, a storyteller, an educator, an influencer. And you used great vocabulary while you were doing all this. You talked about bridging the gap and shift in behavior and a lot of visual things that have made me think about not only what you were saying, but the depth of what you were saying. So I think that those were your strengths today. When we talk about things you might like to work on, would be Marty admitted he never gave your introduction, so we can't put that all on you. But I think that you should save as much of your speaking time as you can to give us your speech. So instead of starting out about saying, I'm going to tell you about myself, you could start in and you could say, I'm a returning a member, but that probably would go in your introduction. And even the who am I, was I, and who I'm going to be could go in your introduction. You could start out right about where you were born and those kinds of things. So think about that in the future to save as much valuable information time for the body of your speech. Your closing was great. You tied everything up from China to Regina. I thought that was really cute. Maybe it wasn't intentionally rhyming, but I thought that was great. So you had a great opening, a great bunch of information, a great closing. And my only suggestion to challenge yourself is just to keep up that momentum. You've obviously had a bit of a break and you're back now, and just keep on speaking because I hope other people enjoyed your speech as much as I did and look forward to hearing more. But thank you, Lisa. And back to Brad.
Well, thank you.